Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Javier Buron, the CEO of SocialBro, and today I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of SocialBro and make the most out of its best features to better target and engage with people on Twitter. If you have any questions during this webinar, please tweet at SocialBro. We will be using the hashtag SocialBro Webinar, and also you can use the chat of GoToWebinar, where our splendid communication manager Leticia will be answering your questions. We also have our user guide, which mainly covers everything I'm going to show you today, and you can find this at userguide.socialbro.com. This webinar is going to focus on the following 4 actions that you can perform with SocialBro. The first of these actions is the ability to analyze your community and your competitor community, enabling you to learn who your followers are and who your target is, so you can create a strategy to target your desired audience. The second is the ability to segment your community in a number of different ways and with different filters, enabling you to target the right people in Twitter. In that example, you are able to search people that are interested in social media, or they are social media experts that are from London, are active in Twitter, and you can find this specific segment inside your followers, but also inside the followers of your competitors, even in conversations, like people that are tweeting about a hashtag, an URL, or even inside a 100 million database, a search engine that we provide to find a specific Twitter handles. Then features as the best time to tweet report and the ability to manage your list or track past interactions enable you to create effective engagement with your target audience. I'd like to remind you again that if you have any questions, please tweet at SocialBro, where Leticia, our communication manager, will be managing all of your tweets. Also, we will be using the chat of GoToWebinar. So now I'm going to move to the SocialBro Dashboard and explain the layout of the interface. So if we start at the top right corner, we have the accounts menu. The first option you are given is to access to some of our newest features called collaborators, and that basically allows different users to manage different accounts, and it's particularly useful for companies or agencies managing a number of different clients. You can control which members of your organization can access to different Twitter accounts and the actions they can perform. Next, we have the different accounts. For example, you may have a personal Twitter account and a number of different businesses accounts. You can always delete and add different accounts via this menu. Now, if you go to the top navigation bar, you can click in this button if you want to get a better view of the dashboard. If you want to go back to the previous action. And also we have the dashboard. So every time you want to go to the dashboard, then you can click this button. Then we have the tweets editor. So basically you can send a tweet, direct message, and reply whenever you want. Especially is useful when you find someone interesting while you are browsing your community with SocialBro. Then you can send them a direct message directly from the tweet editor. And then we have the different tools that we'll cover later. And the filters that also we'll cover later. And then we have the settings. In the settings, first page allows you to modify the notifications you receive for your different accounts and sources. When you add an account or a new source, SocialBro will send you an email every time we synchronize its data. This information is updated on a daily basis. So if you don't want to receive these emails, for example, if you have a lot of sources, receiving too many emails, you can deselect some using this page. Then we have the general settings that allows you to change how many users you view on a page. So if you want to perform a large action, for example, adding 50 people to a list with just one click, then it's possible better to change the page size to 50. You can also change the page view between grid, list, and detail. You also can have the language, the influence score, so you can use CRED or peer index to filter by influence. Also, the thing of the SocialBro, if you want a light or a dark one, like the Kuro. I prefer light, my personal choice. And then, well, the account information to let you change your password, and then the plan that let you change your plan, access to your invoices, etc. So if we go back to the dashboard, well, finally, sorry, I forgot it, is we have the help icon where you can access to the user guide. It's a really complete user guide where you have all the information you need to be a master in SocialBro. Then we have the video channel. You can see some of tutorials, video, the blog, and also the webinars. This is the fourth webinar, and we are going to start having more advanced webinars and also Spanish webinars. So yeah, keep turn to see if we to know more info about the webinars here. And finally, the access to the support that basically you can ask our support team to different things that you can have different questions. Going back to the dashboard, then in the top left panel, you are able to select the source that you are browsing. So one of the things here is that here you have the account that you are signed in with Twitter. So basically, all the actions like follow, unfollow, etc., are going to be done from the account that you have here. But then the source that you want to browse, like in this case is my personal account, but if I want to browse one of my competitors' account, that is, for example, is an account that I'm interested, then I can browse this account through changing then in the source panel. So then we have the search box. Basically, you can perform any search. This search is going to be done in the source that you have selected. So if, for example, if I search people from, let's say, Madrid and are interested in marketing, for example, I can search, and this search is going to be done by in all my community. It means followers plus friends. But if I want to search just in my followers, just I can do the search just in my followers and see and do exactly the same search again. But if I want to search in my competitors' followers or any source, then I just can go to my account, browse this account, and then do exactly the same search. Okay. So apart from this, that we'll back to the sources later, the sources menu. Then we have different filters where that you basically can apply when you are doing a search. So like time zones, languages, verified users, profiles public and protected, profiles with a customized avatar or not, URL profiles with URL or not URL. Then you can filter by influence. So if you have selected in the settings peer index, then you are going to, this influence means peer index. If you have selected CRED, then this influence index, this influence bar is going to be CRED. Then we have number of followers, number of friends, list, followers, friends ratio, account age, tweets per day, and time since last tweet. Then we have the advanced search that basically you can search in all fields, or you can specify searching the name of the account, the bio, or the location. We also have an advanced search. So yeah, I'll show you later how to do it. So going back to the main dashboard and the global stats that we provide, these are the main three numbers. The first number are the followers, that basically are the followers of your Twitter account. The second one is your friends, which are the people you follow. And finally, your community, which is your followers plus your friends minus any duplicated users. Then under this, you can see the progress of your community, and you can select if you want to see followers, people you follow, or your community also in this graph. Then we also have added a new variable, set the followers forecast. Basically, what we do is a regression that lets you know how your community is growing, potentially can grow in the future. Quite cool. After this, we have the tools that basically we'll cover later. Something that I really like from the dashboard is that you can customize your dashboard. So if I restore my default parameters in the dashboard, okay, and then I can see it again, then these different widgets have a specific order. So something that I really like is that you can sort these widgets, and then I like to have new followers and resonant follows, and also my influence, people I influence, so people that basically they have mentioned me or retweeted me, and my influencers first. If I change my account to SocialBro, then we'll see more data because we are more active Twitter account than mine. So now let's take a look to the different widgets. So basically, all these widgets tell you what's happening in your community. So these different widgets are default widgets that you can change, and we'll see how you can change them to really find your KPIs, your index that are appropriate for you or that are interesting for you. So in this case, the most common are new followers. So we have 134 new followers from the last time SocialBro synchronized this community. Usually SocialBro synchronize your community on a daily basis, but also you can basically you can synchronize manually your community by pressing this button. So if you want to have an updated information, then you just have to press this button. Then we know that we have 134 new followers from yesterday. And then what you can do is, apart from see this number, then if you click in the widget, then you can see who they are. And these are all the people that followed me yesterday. But also I can go in the past and see who were my new followers from the last 7 days, since the last 7 days. Then I received this information. The last 7 days, I had 1,482 new followers, and then they are sorted by the number of followers. So this is important to basically identify if they are influencer. But something that it's really cool about SocialBro is that you can create your own widgets. And let me show you how to do it. So basically, these are my new followers. But let's say that I'm interested. Yeah, let me go to my the last update, new followers. But now I'm interested just in the people that are from London, or for example. So what I can do is do this one search for, sorry, I put in the bio I should do it in location. So, well, I have 4 new followers from London since yesterday. So what I'm going to do is save this filter. So I can do it from here and say new followers from London and show in the dashboard. So automatically, SocialBro is going to add these new followers from London, put that widget at the top of your dashboard, and then SocialBro is going to track these new followers from London, and you are going to be aware of these new followers. And you can do that new the creation of this new segment in any widget. So if we see new followers, recent and follow, so basically it works the same. You can go to your recent and follows. They are always sorted by the number of followers. Something that you can do is do massive actions. Like, for example, select all of them and you can follow them and follow them, create a list, or even export them to TCF, etc. So apart from this, you can other information that the dashboard provides is resident follows, people I influence. I'm going to stop in this one because it's really interesting. One of the things that you can do is, well, is see the people that have mentioned you and retweeted you along the time. So this is since the last update, so since yesterday, and then I can see they are always sorted by the number of followers. But as I can see, I have this little icon at the bottom right of the little box, and then I can see the conversation that I've had with any specific user. And also, I can go to the past and see my conversation since the last 7 days or since the last 30 days. It's really useful if you want to find influencers, for example, or supporters that you already have spoken or you already have interactions. So really good for that reason. Then we have in the dashboard, we also have my influencers. So these are people that you have mentioned, and it works basically in the same way. Then we have different, so for example, not following you back, low follow ratio, user you follow, inactive friends, famous friends, influential friends, so influential people you follow, people that you aren't following back. So this lets you keep your ratio of followers, people you follow in a good way, new followers, low follow ratio followers, etc. So I'm gonna stop in a couple of them more. So for example, is inactive friends. So where is inactive friends? Just let me okay, it's here. So these are inactive people that I'm following. So basically, as we can see in the filter, this is a pre-default widget that SocialBro has in the dashboard. And SocialBro just identify inactivity by the last 3 months that they haven't tweeted. So if they haven't tweeted in 3 months, they are inactive. But what happened? And maybe for you, inactivity is not 3 months, maybe it's 6 months. Okay, so we can just change this filter. Okay, and then you can do it with different things like, okay, for me, inactive mean that, that just are profiles with the full avatar, so nothing much. But then you can do this combination of filters to finally find the right index for you. So I just changed the time since last tweet from 3 months to 6 months. And then this is going to be my new inactive filter, influence or index, or metric, I'll say. And I'm gonna save this new widget in the dashboard. So I have my new metric. and then I can create as many metrics as I want. So in combination with the different filters, with the different search, and also with tags that we'll take a look in a little later. So this is regarding the dashboard. Finally, we'll take a look to the dashboard, to the tag cloud in the stats. So this is basically the information that you can see in the dashboard. Then we have the different tools. Okay, for this webinar, we are gonna start with the insights, the overall insights. So these are the report for my specific account for the followers. So we can see insights for my all community, for the people I follow, for reciprocal followers, for friends the people I follow that they are not following me back. So basically different stats. Okay, so I can change it here, but I'm gonna speak about the followers. So basically we have different graphs, different metrics that tell you the quality of your community. So this is about languages. Tell you basically if they speak English. In our case, 37% are speaking Spanish. Then we have time zones. So sometimes, there are the time zones more repeated in our community, but then there are a lot of people that they haven't had time zones specific in their Twitter profiles, so they go to the other. Okay, then we have custom or default avatar, really good if you want to define the quality of your community. In our case, we have 3.2% of followers that have default avatar, but we have seen community that has 50%. So sometimes when someone buys followers, then you can see if they have done some bad practices looking at their stats. Other thing that you can see is profiles with URLs, also profile privacy, verified users, user by locations. So you have on a map about so you can have an idea of the location of your followers. Users by number of followers that mainly tell you if you have more influencers or not. Also users by number of friends. This is an interesting one because if your followers have a lot of friends, so basically they follow a lot of people, probably they are not listening to your tweets because they probably they will use list to listen to specific people. So it's good to know how many of your followers just have a little bit of followers because they probably are going to listen to you. Then we have users by ratio follower friends. So it's also interesting to know always who of your followers have not a good ratio, more a specific ratio. So in the case that you are interested in finding people that they are going to follow you back, so you probably want to find people that are between this ratio, between 0.5 and 1.5. So then the two last are mainly based for your activity. So in this case, we have 2,794 people that haven't tweeted in 1 year. Well, you can have an idea why sometimes your community is not that active. So you can have an idea your reach, which is with this graph. And then we have user by tweets per day. And let's see, for example, one of the possibilities of SocialBro is look behind the graphs. So we show you this graph that tell you that you have 7,000 people that tweet like 10, 20 tweets per day. So in fact, what you can do is go to your followers. So we can do it through the left menu. And so my account, my followers, and then I can apply this filter and say, well, I want to know who of my followers tweet more than 20 tweets per day. So I can see who are the more active. And then combine this filter with the search. So we can identify who are the active one. So maybe I could I speak to them to retweet my follower, to retweet my post, etc., to be supporter of my brand. Back into to the stats. Yeah. Finally, what we can see is a biota cloud of my followers that let you have an idea which are the main topics that your community are interested, and also give you uh, an opinion of the quality of your community. So in the SocialBro followers biota cloud would appear things like Justin Bieber or Love, then we are not doing a good job. So, but it seems that social marketing media, so it's perfect. Then let's go to some of the other tools that we provide. One of them is discover Twitter users. Basically, we call this tool like Google for Twitter profiles. So this is a database of 100 million, a curated database of 100 million active users that basically you can use to find new people to interact with. So if I'm interested in people that that are social media expert in Chicago, then I just do it with a couple of clicks, okay? And I can combine many filters to find specific people and also the advanced syntax. So for example, Chicago plus New York plus Madrid. So I can combine different with the advanced syntax to find specific people to follow and to interact with. So it's great. Then it's really powerful, the discover Twitter users. Then we have basically target specific segments from our community, letting us to search inside our followers, but also you can do this search inside your competitors' community. So basically, you can add any Twitter account that you want here, and you will be able to analyze their account. So if I go to one of the accounts that I've already had in the source menu, like for example this one, I com- I what I can do, and especially what our users are doing, is looking at the new followers of my competitors every day, but also looking at the recent unfollows. And yeah, basically what's happening in their community, common friends, friends not followed by me, common followers, followers not followed by me, and followers not following that they are not following me. So it's great if you want to target the right people in Twitter, and also you can learn about their insights because you have access to exactly the same insights for their community. You can change your strategy depending on what they are doing. Also, you can search for the right target in conversations. So we have, if we run through the presentation or through the example that I did, if we're interested in social media expert from Chicago, we can do it from our community, but it would be the more sensible thing to do the first. But then I can do it from the competitors, from the followers, like my competitors' followers. But also I can find in conversations the the right people to interact with. So if I want to monitor a specific keyword, a specific hashtag, then I just need to add it here. So hashtag one, okay? But also I can do it with URL, so I can add just a specific URL. So if I go to the BBC, for example, okay, something happened with Batman. And if I go to the dashboard and then I want to know who have been tweeting this specific URL, then I just need to add this source to SocialBro. So it takes time. Now we'll receive a notification. We will see the people that have tweeted, and also we will be able to see stats about them, statistics about who have tweeted, but also I can sort them and find uh, in the same way that we have done with our community with this specific source. Then also you can monitor tweets and geolocate, and also geolocated search. So okay, so basically you can say, okay, London, this is where I am now. So London, for example, tech area. Yeah, specify the language, and then who is talking about sushi, for example. So I'm gonna add this source of data, and then we are going to be able to see all the people that have tweeted about sushi in this particular area. So it's ready. It seems ready. The couple of piece of news that we have just. So this is the previous one. Sorry. So this is, yeah, the all the people that have tweeted the Batman story. So I can see they are always sorted by the number of followers, but also you can sort them by number of friends, tweets per day, day last tweet, and influence. And finally, you can search if you are interested just in people from Bristol. It's a other city, so I can target them. Okay, so really nice if you want to find people that have tweeted about an URL, so, and this URL is related to your business, then you can start to, okay, so you can select all of them and follow them, create a list so you can engage them by listening to them first. Is a really good thing to do, a really good best practice, good practice. Also, you can basically send a mention, a direct message, or other actions like tags and notes that we'll cover in other webinar, or in this if we have time. Yeah, finally, after this target, so you can find correct people to interact with inside your followers, inside followers of your competitors, inside conversations. So then what we can do? Well, so basically, and I'm going to back to my community, what I can do, what we can do is, okay, these are all my followers. Then I'm interested in people, yeah, for example, in social media, no? London, for example. So these are, yeah, 211 users that are my followers, that they are interested in social media and they are from London. So what I'm going to do is create a best time to tweet report just for them. So what SocialBro is going to do is analyze when they are online and which are the tweets that they are sending and also the links that they are sharing. So we come up with this with this report that basically tells you which is the best time to tweet, and the more red is the circle, the better. Yeah, basically the black one is when is your best time to tweet the next 24 hours and also during this week. And the good thing is that you can export this report to Hootsuite or to Buffer. So depending on the nature of the tweets that you want to schedule, then you can prefer to use Buffer or Hootsuite. So it's really nice to schedule your tweets at your best time to tweet. But also we provide information about the activity, providing the online followers by hour, by day of the week, potential exposure by hour. It's really good if you want to have an idea, because sometimes the more online followers you have, it doesn't mean that you are going to have a better exposure. Why? Because there are sometimes that if someone that have a lot of followers retweet you, then you are going to get more viral exposure. No. Finally, we provide with a tag cloud about the main topics that your followers are talking about, and the main topics of the links that your followers are sharing. It's really good if you want to know, if you want not only analyze your own community, your own followers, but if you want to analyze your competitors' followers, then you have an idea about which are the topics that you need to address if you want to engage that community. Okay, before then, the best time to tweet. Finally, we have also a new stats that we just released is benchmark. That basically what benchmarks allows you is to compare your progress with your potential similar users in Twitter. So basically, depending on your bio, we basically cluster or group different the Twitter user that we have in our database, so we can compare which would be your current growth with other similar users, and we can see it from friends, from followers, the growth on followers, the growth on people you follow, the tweets, the list, and also comparing the cred peer index. So really nice if you want to have an idea about how you are doing comparing with your similar accounts. These accounts are grouped by account age. So if they have the same age than you as you in Twitter, if you created the account 3 years ago, for example, then we group by this time, number of followers, and the topics. Okay. So I think that we have covered the basics one. So now it's turn for the questions if we have. So let me take a look to my, sorry. Okay, so we have only one question. See your new followers in London. Is that only available in Pro? From Ben Martin. So thanks, Ben, for the question. So no, it's also available in free version. So in the free version, you can also create that metric, but there is a limit on the metrics that you can create. Okay, so it's possible, but depend on the metrics that you have in your dashboard. Okay, like we have other 5 minutes. I'm going to show you other interesting thing about SocialBro is about how you can use SocialBro as a customer relationship management. So we have a couple of things that you can do there. Is that you can add. So let's go to the people I influence. So it's people that they have mentioned me or retweeted me. So I can do different things. So I can, for example, edit notes. So say this guy is important. Okay, for example, or I need to uh, send a follow-up tweet. Okay, and save changes. So I can. Okay, here we go. Okay. And then also I can add tags. So for example, we can customers. It's one of the tabs that I have, okay, and save changes, okay. So basically what is going to happen is that, yeah, I have different tags here, and I can classify my community by different tags. So this is going to allow me to create campaigns or to do different actions with different tags, with classifying my community. So if I know that there are specific people that are interested or they could be possible customers, then I can tag them as a customer, and then I can export to Excel, for example. Okay, it's ready, my Excel, and I can import in my Salesforce or other social CRM that you manage. So it's really good if you want to classify your community and then take actions with them. Okay, so I think that for this getting started with SocialBro webinar, we have covered all the basics and main features of SocialBro. We will be holding another webinar which will cover some of the more advanced features. So stay tuned. We'll send through our newsletter. Before finishing, I just like to say thank you for joining us. If you have any other questions, please, you can send an email to leticia@socialbro.com, and don't forget, look at our user guide if you want to know more about us. So thanks for joining us. I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Bye.